Good evening, good evening. I hope everyone is well today. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. It's been a pretty good week actually, considering we're only in Tuesday. But yeah, it's been pretty good. So yeah, for tonight, I thought I'd stream a little bit of U-boat. We did do a session, I think, just over a week ago. Um, and what turned to be what I planned to be like just a 2 hour stream turned into near on 4.5 hours because I ended up getting bombarded going through the English channel. Um, so me being a big dummy, um, I wasn't paying attention to my fuel whilst I was on a patrol on the west side of the UK. And because I couldn't go around the UK because I didn't have enough fuel, I had to go through the English Channel, which at the start of the war you can imagine was absolutely chaotic. So, um, yeah. Thankfully we did make it back though, even though I did nearly crash coming into the port. So, yeah, that wasn't great either. But yeah, I thought we'd do a little bit of a continuation today. So we are going to go on to Patrol 3 on U-boat U-48. And we're just going to see how we get on. So I could be here for 5 minutes, I could be here for 2 hours, 4.5 hours, I don't know. But well, let's just see how we get on. So we're going to continue, and yeah, we're just going to get underway. I have no idea what the dog is doing. For those you who are unaware, I have a French bulldog she's just turned 5 years old now, and she's going around my chair like a little piglet. Come on, good girl. She got a stupid face. Yeah, stupid face. When if I decide to start using a webcam for my streams, then I'll be sure to show her off. But at the moment, you may hear the occasional grunt in the background. So yeah, that's not me farting or anything. That is literally just the dog. And I realise saying that people aren't going to believe me. People are just going to believe I'm just making weird noises. Okay, so when we finished our last patrol, so patrol 2, if the game wants to, there we go. Okay, it was freezing. When we finished our last patrol, I do believe we did stock up the boat when we finished because I did think I was going to forget. So let's have a look. So let's have a look at the ammunition. So yeah, we did 100% refuel, and we didn't do torpedoes. Okay, so do we have to wait a day? No, we don't. So okay, we're gonna reload our torpedoes for today's patrol. So we're gonna go for the T2s just because they don't cost anything. I know we are at 15,000 credits, but I just want to try and save as much money as I can. Because when we did our last patrol, I did end up whiffing a good, I think it's about 6 or 7 shots. I did get 3 Flower class Corvettes, which I have to admit were calculations by Cole, but we won't talk about that. Let's have a look at that's the bow torpedoes, and then we're gonna look at the stern torpedoes. That can't go in there. So we're just gonna get that one there moved as well. So we are now on 14,500. It will take some time for all this equipment to be transferred over to the boat. We're sitting on 40 rounds of armor piercing ammo and 40 rounds with high explosives in storage. The deck gun does have 20 rounds of high explosive, 15 rounds of armor piercing, then we got 5 star shells, and then 4,000 rounds of small caliber armor piercing ammo. So I think we're okay on repair parts. I think if we're going to need any more than that, we're probably going to be sunk anyway. Same for the first aid kits. Food, I think we're doing okay on food. So there's that. We do okay. So you want to upgrade the ship? Okay, let's see what upgrades we can get. I don't think we can get anything at the moment because we are still very early on in the war. So we've got decoration. I believe that's just a Christmas tree. Yeah, we don't want that. Even though I don't know what it actually does. The sailors will feel the Christmas spirit a little and won't miss their families as much. Nah. Okay, so we've got the conning tower. So the conning tower, tier 1 conning tower, it's heavier and more armoured than the default conning tower and is more equipped with 2 additional 13.2mm AA guns. Research required to upgrade this. Okay. I think that's going to be kind of the running theme here of not having the... Yeah, we don't have the correct research. So we're going to exit off this and we're going to say goodbye. We're going to go over to the leading officer. And we're going to see if there's anything at headquarters for us. So we can start a new operation. And these are the things that we can do. So we can do, I think, air reconnaissance around the UK. We can do it in the Mediterranean Sea. We can do it at the... I think it's Gibraltar, I think that is. Not too sure. It might be, though. So there's sonar decoys, which will be pretty useful later on. So what we do with them, we can drop them in the ocean and kind of swim in a different direction, and it will make ships with sonar believe we are there when we've actually moved on. So self-explanatory, but equipment production, not quite sure what that is. Improved toilets, you know, always important. Accumulators, I'm not sure what accumulator does. There's ongoing research at Hanover that could potentially improve the effective capacity of accumulators on our U-boat. Presence of an experienced officer would greatly speed the research up. Okay, so it does require prestige, so we can't do anything yet, but I just want to have a look. Ammunition production, armored conning tower T1. Build. Oh, okay, so we can build pens as well. Okay, that's interesting. Is there anything up here? No, so there's nothing up the north side of Russia. What about in America? Because I know there's Greenland. America hasn't joined the war effort yet. Okay, so that's why. So America isn't with us yet. Cape Verde, and then there's the west coast of Africa. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, there's air reconnaissance there as well, which is north of Egypt. Improved torpedo pistols, which this work is still in early days of development. Attempts to complete this before the 10th of January 1940 would take twice more time. It will take 16 days to complete. So leave that. The hydrophone, not enough reputation points, which we knew that. And then we have I think that is it for the moment. So there might be some new upgrades coming as we go through the game, because that is obviously that's not a lot, so we'll just have to see. So we're going to come away from headquarters. We're going to go to, we're going to see what orders there are. So there's a few different sorts of missions. So new offensive, attack on Scarpa Flow, which is up here. Is it not there? Is it? Enigma recovery. So there's the espionage, so Portsmouth Port. That's going through the English Channel. I am not doing that today. Absolutely not. There's the Tonnage War, so that is sector AM5, so that is just on the northwest side of Ireland, or north side of Ireland. There's AN1, which is just on the northeast side of Scotland. There's Attack Scarpa Flow, which is at the very north of Scotland. It is a military base of the Royal Navy of significant importance. Imported goods, ammunition, replacement parts, potassium absorbers, and coffee. Exported goods is ammunition and replacement parts. Enigma recovery. So that is somewhere which is find an U-boat wreck. Send a diver and recover the Enigma machine. I'm not going to do that yet. And then there's mine laying through the English Channel, which again, I am not going through the English Channel. Yeah, I think what we're going to do, we're going to look at the Tonnage War. We're going to look at the Tonnage War. And I'm kind of, I kind of want to say AN1. Now, if I'm looking at the, oh, okay, so there's the difference between the difficulty here. So the difficulty at AM5 is medium, and the difficulty here is high. I think that's because we're pretty close to Scarpa Flow, and there's like an Air Force which is around here. And yes, because that's high as well. So there could be some resistance there. So it may be a good shout to not do that. What's the differences between the? So that gives me 100% prestige. That gives me 100% prestige as well. 6,000 credits. 6,000 credits, and then there's complete. Your order will be to travel to sector AN1 in the North Sea and travel 2,500 kilometers. That's 2,250 kilometers inside. Complete the patrol. You may receive additional orders. You know what? I think I might just go for the medium this time round. Only because what I don't want to do is I don't want to essentially dive into the deep end. I don't want to be doing that so early on in the campaign. Yes, there is less to lose, but at the end of the day, I want to get a little bit more experience with manual calculations when firing torpedoes, because knowing me, I'll end up going to Scarpa Flow and I'll end up whiffing every single torpedo that I fire, and it will just be a colossal waste of time. So but before they do that, I'll just be right back. 2 seconds. Right, sorry about that. So yeah, what we're going to do then? We're going to go tonnage war in sector AM5. So that is around the west side of the UK. So we will be making our way around the UK. We will not go through the English Channel. This time around, I will try and pay more attention to the fuel, as last time it did ruin me a little bit. So we've had to wait a day, well, 2 days actually, for our boat to be restocked with everything that we need. It is currently the 8th of October 1939. We will be setting sail very, very soon, and it's 3:05 in the afternoon. Weather looks pretty okay, so hopefully that will hold. As we do want a nice sea state, so we can actually get some good kills today. So the discipline in the on the boat is currently at 89%. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the radio. I'm gonna get the radio operator to play some music. London radio station, Wilhelmshaven radio station, and Gibraltar. There we go. Nice bit of music for us. There we go. Okay. So without further ado, we are going to set sail. We are going to go up here, and we're just going to go through the North Sea at first, and we're going to go ahead 1/3. There we go. Lovely. So we'll try and make we'll just try and go through this port here as slow, not as slow as we can, but we will go pretty slow on the way back from our patrol last week. I did do a bit of the time compression, which essentially made us nearly crash the boat. So nearly a 4.5 hour stream ended in us colliding with a wall. Luckily there was no damage on the boat, so we didn't lose any of our replacement parts or whatever, but still those are things that kind of like easily avoided, but apparently I can't do that. So we're gonna have we've currently got 14 of 18 sailors on duty. There is no effect on the discipline, so we're just gonna let, whilst we're going on the port, we're just gonna let our sailors just have a bit of a rest, because I believe they are going to need the break, as we may be quite busy this afternoon. So we've got 2 ships in sight, so it's the SS Alk and the L3, SS Corona, SS Alk, and the SS Britta. We did see an SS Anas as well. So the SS Britta we did see leave port on our last patrol. So it is good to see that they did come back. I thought, oh, it might have been the Anas. I think it was the Anas, actually, thinking about it. So what you got to be careful for as well with the time compression in the game is, again, it does struggle a little bit when you are going super fast. But there's some parts, I believe, around here, or as you say here, like there's very small islands which, if you got the time compression going, it will just haul ass, and before you know, your U-boat is sitting in the middle of a field, which is, I mean, it is funny when it happens, but it gets annoying. It gets very annoying. So I'm gonna just put this time compression up a little bit now, as we are now hit a little bit more of an open water. So we are sailing ahead 2/3, and we're just gonna put 1 sailor. In fact, we're gonna put 2 sailors at the no, not torpedoes, sorry. I'm gonna get rid of those on the torpedoes. I'm gonna put those in the engine room, which will allow us to kind of save a little bit more fuel. So that we won't get the bonuses when when the officer in charge of that department is resting. So when he does get up, which it will actually be a while to be fair, it does look like he didn't rest. So we're just going to speed this up a little bit, and we're going to go. Okay, so we got a shallow area. So this is another area that I was telling you about earlier, which can be a bit annoying, but I suppose it kind of protects the the harbour from unwanted U-boats itself as well. So it does offer that little bit of protection. Now we are in complete open waters. We can go ahead full, and we're going to speed this up to 1,800 until we pass the port of Helgoland. The batteries are close to depletion. Wait. Why are we using the electric engines? Diesel motors, please. That's okay. I didn't even notice that. So, I wonder why we was using the. Yeah, I wonder why we was using the electric motors. Usually you use the electric motors if you're underwater, because you're not able to exhaust the fumes underwater. I imagine that's what it is. You can't exhaust the fumes under the water, so you have to use the electric engines. And I'm not going to go through this channel here, even though I imagine it would be quite safe. I'm going to play it a little bit safe, and then I'm going to go around. We're going to go through like this, and we're going to come to the back end of the patrol. And we're going to go to 6,500 in the time compression. So hopefully we get to see some merchant boats. We have to do to sink enemy trade ships in a total gross registered tonnage of 7,000. So that is, I would say, it's around like 4 boats that we would have to sink. So it may be a bit of a tall order. I don't know. But we may be okay. So as you can see that we've currently got, yeah. So you can see the difference there. It's 12,400, and then when there's no one supporting the officer in the engine room, we only have 8,700 kilometers left in the current usage in our tanks. So it is quite important to have at least one person in the engine rooms with supporting the officer. So yeah, I'm going to try and keep that at all times, and then when it comes to some engagement, we're just going to take these off, and then we're going to put them into the things like the torpedo room or the radio room. So yeah, we're just going to have to travel 2,250 kilometers within this patrol area. We are missing the radio. Okay, now we can do a report back to base. We may get an additional oh, okay, tiny ship. Okay, so we might be in luck here. So let's have a look at here. So we're gonna have. It said it was off our starboard side, which is. Here we go. Okay, so that is a. No, is that a British flag? Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna have to sink. Say sink. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to come off this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. We have to go to periscope depth. Yeah, we might get additional orders for this as well. So, And the current sea state is... It is a bit choppy. I can imagine we may be able to use the deck gun to sink this and keep our torpedoes for a time where we actually will need them. But I think what we will do, we'll just use this as a bit of a practice and stuff. So yeah, hopefully we can get this kill here. It didn't look like a big target. It looked more of a medium cargo. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can get actually a kill here. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. And we're going to go onto this, and we're going to have a look to see which way they're currently going. It does look like they are traveling to our right. So we can identify the ship already, I believe. It does look like an Empire Bell. It does have the cranes going this way with the funnel at the back. These small pipes here with a crane. But we can compare it to a... It's not an Empire... It's not an Empire Explorer, I don't believe. And an Empire Tower. On the Empire Tower, it doesn't have the final stack on the back, so we can ignore that. And with the Empire Explorer, it doesn't look like we have a little funnel here, so I think we can probably ignore that. I can happily say it is a Empire Bell. Okay, so we're gonna recognize it as an Empire Bell. And then we're going to get a little bit closer before we do any manual calculations for the torpedo. It does look like it will be a good angle of attack as well if we keep going in this direction. You can see it is there. It is traveling approximately east-northeast. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and get alongside the boat to have the best angle of attack on the ship, and we're going to speed this up a little bit and see. Because what we can do, we can kind of see how fast we are going and how fast we can actually take over the boat. If we're running 7 knots and we're not closing down, then we can obviously assume that they are either going 7 or more knots, which will help with our manual calculations. Ship spotted. We will do a quick report back to base, and I want to say that we are not making enough, so we're going to go to a head full and we're going to speed this up. So it looks like we are closing in, so it doesn't look like they're traveling more than 10 knots. What we're going to do, we're going to stop the time compression. I'm going to turn this music off. Stop music. Okay, so
Kapitän.
Position, and then you go and do whatever you was doing before, and then we're just going to allow the boat to catch up a little bit more. We don't want to be using too much of our engines. Okay, so we're going to have to come this way. It does look like they are hauling. So I think they are traveling 7 knots, 8 knots.
Herr Kaloi.
Yeah, so that is To me, that's definitely a Empire bell. So if we're looking at this, we can see that the boat has got these two little funnel pieces here, which is this part here. We've got the chimney stack, which is close to these kind of smaller tubes here. The wheelhouse does look very similar as well, and then we've got the two cranes as well, which are protruding on the either side of the boat. Also notice as well, we've got the little lip at the front of the boat here, which is the same as that as well, and it does obviously go down a lot more at the back. So it does, I can confidently say that that is a Empire bell. Now we can calculate how fast they're going, as the sea state isn't too bad. So I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to calculate how fast they are going with this. So, and just going to wait until boat crosses this crosshair, and then we're going to be able to determine. I imagine they're traveling around 8 knots. I want to say 8 knots, or it may be 7. When I was doing these calculations last week, it did kind of feel like we were getting slower, because they were kind of outrunning our torpedoes as well. And there we go. So if we set that, it says 7 knots. Okay, so I think I'm quite happy with that. The distance from us is, they want to say you get this and you match it up with the water line, which I would say they are about 3.9 kilometers away, which we look here, it says here that's 4 kilometers, so we can confidently say 3.9. Okay, so next what we want to do is we want to use our tools here, which is it's not that, it's this, isn't it? Is it? Use the rubber. Yeah, this is, I'm always so fickle with this. I'd never know how to really use it well. So they're going in this direction. They're going in this direction. It's this that I wanted to use, not any of this. Start again, shall we? Saving. Oh, saving. That's not what I wanted either. Oh, I'm so fucking bad. Markers, ruler. Is it protractor? Yeah, it is protractor. That's what I wanted. You wouldn't know I got an A in maths, would you? Right, so that's going in this direction. And compared to the boat, it is going about 140. It's 140 degrees off the bow. So what we want to do, we do want to close this until it's more of an angle between, you want to say about 80 to 100 degrees, just because the torpedoes we use, it's got a piston at the front, and the piston at the front will be it's got a better hit marker if it hits directly on. If it kind of brushes on the side, then there's more chance of a dud. So we want to say it's, at the moment, you want to say so there's two different calculations here. You can do the relative course, so that's the relative course of where they're traveling compared to us. So for us, they were traveling I think it was about 40, because, and it's not even that side, it'll be 40. No, it wouldn't. It'll be 40 degrees. This is why it gets confusing. So okay, we're traveling 7 knots, but they do seem to be Okay, I think we are matching the speed, so I think we are okay. Right. I don't want to fire this not far away because it's not a. I mean, we have got a 5 kilometer range as well on torpedoes, and by the time we fire, they could be out of range. So, what I want to do is I want to just speed this up. It's a bit annoying that our engine room is not being operated at the moment. And I'm half tempted just to come off. I'm half tempted just to come off periscope depth and just deck gun it. The sea state doesn't seem. I mean, yeah, the sea state's okay-ish, but that is a pretty. As you can see it's a pretty far shot. So, I don't think I'm going to risk it for the moment. I mean, we are very, very close to the UK as well, although we're not very close to an airbase, so you can get attacked by the RAF here. So, sorry, boys, but you're gonna have to come up. I need your help on the engine. Right, so that's better. Let's close this gap. Right, that's looking loads better. Okay, so let's slow this down. Okay, so that's where we can see this boat. Okay, that's looking like a beautiful angle of attack. So we're going to match their speed now, which was about 7 kilometers. Well, 7 knots, sorry. We're going to do another calculation on the boat. As you can see, it is very, very close to us now. And 100% that is an Empire Bell, as you can see now. Okay, so we've got the velocity. I'm going to do another quick speed check. As we're working with a better angle on the boat, it can give us more of a precise speed on this boat. Although we are moving as well, so I think this may. I'm not sure if this will contribute to the speed, but we'll see. Okay, 7 kilometers. Okay, that's fine. Distance from us is going to be somewhere like that. I'll say that's close to the waterline. Set that 880 meters, which I would happily say that is the case. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we can rub that out, and now we're going to go to our course, and it's relative course, so the direction they are going compared to us. So you want to arguably say that they are currently making, from us, they are making a so they are currently going. They're doing about. So that's fair. Yeah, okay, 84. Okay, so we're going to say 85. Okay, so we're going to set that. We're going to do load torpedo 1 and we're going to fire. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, hold on. It's Argentinian. Okay, I've just done all that and I didn't even check the flag. Can I tack an Argentinian? Can I? Oh, so there is a port down there as well. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because if I do, it's a war crime, but I kind of don't want to. I don't want to put all that to waste. You know what? I'm going to disengage. Which is, it's a shame because I feel like that would have been a good kill. And I could save it and then do it and see if we were going to hit it and then reload the save, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to say we're going to disengage from the boat and we're going to see if we can find anything else on the horizon. Or I'm pretty sure you can. You know what? I think you can intercept the vessels and you can kind of stop them. Oh, be careful, otherwise I'm going to end up ploughing into it. I'm going to come up from. Excuse me. I'm going to come up from periscope depth because there's no need.
Herr Kaloi.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
Right, let's just see, shall we?
Legen Sie den Kurs ab.
How fast are we going at the moment? We are currently going 13 knots.
Kurs setzen.
Okay, so we're going to go to a head 1/3. 2/3 maybe? Click to interact. Okay, send delegation to the freighter. Okay, so select ship. So I'm going to send our very own Keeper Elos on board, and then we're going to send Cole Hind. No, we're not going to send Cole. We're going to send Kurt Hoffman. We're going to send two sailors along with them, and they're going to go on board. And let's see what's said here. So I think if there's a thing where they say basically that block, basically what are you doing here? Why are you here? And if they are currently shipping materials which is helping the war effort, then I believe we can sink them. But I think that's the I'm not too sure. I'll just have to wing it. So, after climbing the deck, your crew's faces a cold welcome from the cargo ship crew. What do you want? Asked the captain in German without exchanging any pleasantries. This is a neutral ship, and you shouldn't be here. Ask the captain for the shipping documents. You ask the captain for shipping documents that state what cargo is loaded onto his ship and where they are heading. He was ready for that since he had these documents already prepared and hands them to you right away. He looks a bit nervous when you carefully analyse the document contents. According to the documents, his ship is directed to the port of Vigo and transports raw resources. If these documents are correct, the ship is not involved in the war effort, and sinking it could be a diplomatic instance of some degree. Okay, you accept that. Search the cargo hold. Okay, we're going to search the cargo hold and see what's found. Okay, the performance is slow, so we are going to be here for a little bit of a while. Captain confirms that you that you can have a look if that's needed. He invites you to follow him, and after a short walk, you are in the ship's cargo hold. Your crew is searching for the cargo hold for potential contraband. Okay. So I say this can take a little bit of a while because the performance is slow. So we are just going to be going through the cargo hold and seeing if we actually can find anything that kind of looks a bit sus. And if we do, if we'll find anything that doesn't add up, then we will be sinking this boat. We won't do it with a torpedo now because we have made we have took away the element of surprise, but we will just sink it with a deck gun. So one no though, is there a way? Oh yeah, I can speed this up. That's a lot of cargo to go through. God, imagine playing this in real time. I mean, I think it is a 1-for-1 ratio with the Atlantic anyway. Well, say the Atlantic, like the whole map. So you can put your boat on a course, have no time compression whatsoever, and you could just be sailing, go and do your day at work, and then come back, and you pretty much have not made any progress whatsoever. Right then, so we're nearly done now. We're at hitting 90%, so we should be... an officer from your group looked around the freighter accompanied by a talkative sailor who speaks some German. He shared his views on the war and told about his uncle that married a woman in Hamburg. Regarding the search, nothing suspicious was found. Officer looked at some of the cargo but found nothing unusual. Okay, that's great. Okay, meet the captain at his office. What should we do next? We should return to our ship. Okay, so we've done our inspection of the boat, and the boat is there. Okay, so it was the boat behind us that we can see the smoke on the horizon. So we can go about our day now. We can continue our patrol. So unfortunately, we didn't get any killed there. We didn't get anything that can be logged. But at the same time, it's better safe than sorry. So it is good that we didn't sink the boat. I mean, despite the fact I really wanted to. Although, did they say he was traveling to the port of Vigo, or did he say from? Because if he said to, I can't remember. Okay, so we're gonna have okay, so that's the engine room again. So we're gonna continue with this patrol. We've currently done about 2/3 of the patrol already, and we can put the time compression to 6,500.
Zu Befehl.
So we haven't found anything juicy at the moment. Hopefully we can find a little bit of a convoy, which would be, yeah, that would be really nice. And that will just go to the tonnage war. Okay, so we have explored AM5. We are currently sitting at about 56% fuel. So what we're going to do, we're going to make our way through back to the North Sea over here. This was another patrol sector that we was going to do, and it was a difficulty high rating, so maybe we could kind of come around here and see if there is anything that we can kind of snag. Go for this. I'm just going to do a bit of time compression here as well. Let's put some sailors in with the skipper as well. Right, new communications. Single steamer in the naval square of AN 422, speed 7 knots, course 61 degrees. 2 duds, 1 miss, couldn't continue attack. Okay, so that was AN 422. So AN 422 is AN 422. So not AN 22. AN 422, which is around here, and it says they were traveling 7 knots at 61 degrees. So 61 degrees, they'll probably be looking at around this direction. Okay, so let's go and see if we can get a little bit of an intercept course. So I'm gonna go to AN 18, and we're just gonna speed this up a little bit, and hopefully we can get a little bit. It is coming on to nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so fingers crossed we can
Kapitän,
we can actually get something on the horizon here. We're currently sitting at 43% of our fuel as well, so we do need to be careful. But unfortunately, say this whole patrol, we've not really seen anything. So what might need to happen, we might just have to go back to our base and just refuel on fuel, and then just go back out there for patrol 4.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
It's a
bestätigt.
bit unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
New communications. Okay, so there's a tiny group U-326. Okay, so convoy in Naval Square AN 448, course is 339 degrees, 7 knots. This message is followed by bearing signals. We can track the source as long as the transmission stays active. Okay, so that's yeah, AN 44. So that's believed to be this. So we could make our way to this, and I believe we will, because if it was any, I think it was, if it was in any other direction, then we wouldn't bother because of the fuel situation. And they do seem to be traveling up north. So let's just see, shall we? Okay, there's a small ship on the horizon. Okay, so let's, and the small ship is currently on our starboard bow. Oh, okay, I've seen something there. I swear I saw something in the flash when we went back. I mean, I'm not looking on the wrong side, am I? I don't think I am. Pretty sure I'm not. Nope, definitely not looking on the wrong side, so maybe the thing I'm looking for is, oh, okay, it's a U-boat. It's a Type 7, it's a Type 7C, so that's not for us. So we're gonna make our way back to
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
this way, so we're gonna continue. We need to be careful around here because, as I say, there is the Air Force.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Okay, so we've got
Herr Kaloi.
a lone steamer smoke cloud spotted somewhere in Naval Square. AN 468, slow speed, north course, pursuing other target. Okay, confirm. AN 468, traveling north. Okay, so that's
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
AN 468 is around here. So let's go and see if we can get a last chance for convoy in Naval Square AN 769, course 25 degrees at 8 knots. This message is followed by bearing signal. We can track the source as long as the transmission stays active. Okay, so that's a convoy apparently. So that can be a, and in the journal it said it is 769. 769, which is very, very. And did they say north? We're traveling north. 25 degrees. Yeah, that would be north. So we could arguably have a look and see. I mean, it's fairly close to where we need to go from to Wilhelmshaven. Yeah, let's see what we can do. I mean, it's probably going to hug the coastline. But let's just see, shall we? Let's see if we can actually get a bit of a kill here, because so this whole patrol has been completely dry. Let's have a look to see if we can see any smoke on the horizon, and our skippers haven't seen anything. Okay, it all looks clear for the moment.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten
Yeah.
setzen.
So this has been a bit of a shit show, to be honest. So what we're going to do, we're going to, as we're looking at 25 or 26% of our fuel left, we're going to head back to the
Diese Koordinaten setzen.
going to do a quick loop round, and then we're going to head back to Wilhelmshaven, and we're going to get some resupplies and fuel, and we're going to go back out for patrol 4. Fuel is close to depletion, absolutely. Okay, so let's look at this last. Steamer Naval Square AN 169, course 59 degrees at slow speed. AN 169, which is up here, up there. So we're not going to go for that because it is unfortunately too far the way now. It says we only have a remaining 2,800 kilometers in our fuel reserve, but that is with 2 sailors assisting. If we took them away, we would be 2,000. So we will still make it back, but we do want to make sure that we do make it back anyway. So we'll just continue. If we do find a boat on the way there, then we'll just have to sink it. But it is in the middle of the night, and it will be a bit of a struggle to see these boats anyway. Even if we do see a boat, chances are we won't be able to identify it anyway. But as you can see, it is actually pitch black. It's quite scary, to be honest. Like, if you just looking at this. So yeah, we're just gonna head back now. So let's go full time compression, and then let's have a look. See if a couple of viewers in the chat as well. So thanks for coming along tonight. Hope you're all doing well. And let's slow down a bit. And then we're gonna go head 2/3, and we're just gonna make it around. Shallow area. So this is what I nearly fucked up last time. So we're just gonna go a little bit slower going through the port here, as we will most likely collide with a wall. So unfortunately, we didn't get anything in our patrol sector today, but fingers crossed we can actually get something in patrol 4. So we have been out at sea for about 45 minutes today. We did set out at sea at around the 10th of October, so we've been at sea for around 18 days, I want to say. So to be at sea for 18 days and only to have see one ship, and it wasn't even a enemy ship, is a bit poor, to be honest. So it's a bit unfortunate, but I suppose that's how it goes sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna just crack on. I'm gonna slow this down because guarantee I will crash. That was the wall I crashed into last time. And yeah. Currently running ahead 2/3 as well, so that's more than fast enough. Hmm. Right, slow down, slow down. Jesus, where are you going?
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
This was the wall I was telling you about. This is the wall that we're probably going to collide into now anyway, because apparently all my spotters need to go Specsavers. Yeah, we will probably end up hitting this wall, which is fine. It won't do no damage, but it's still stupid. Okay, so that probably did do a bit of damage. So we come to a stop and we're gonna. So dumb.
Schneller, schneller!
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead now. But yeah, as you can see, it's just, even without the time compression, it does that. I mean, like what they're doing now.
Schadensbericht!
So, see, like,
Einbruch!
I mean, I'm not sure if that was my fault then, because I didn't redo the course. But let's have a look. Right, so they are doing the hole, and it is flowing. Okay, so they're working on that. I don't know how many leaks we actually do have on board. So there's one there. I think that is it. I think that's the only leak we do have on board. Yeah, it is. So. Big dummy. So for those who aren't aware, I've been playing. With my stream. I'm going to be playing a few games over the next coming weeks. So today, obviously, be playing a bit of U-boat. I don't know how regular I'm going to be doing a U-boat stream. I may do one every week. As I do enjoy the game, even though I'm not very good at it, but it is quite a nice, chill, nice, relaxing game to do after a long day's work. On Thursday, I may do a stream, and I may start off with a game I was intending on playing over the weekend, which is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which I don't know anything about. Don't know anything about the game at all. It has been on my Steam for a fair while now, and yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Erledigt. Schaden
Oh, level up. Okay, well done. So I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be playing Hellblade. So I want to go do like a full playthrough of that on stream. So anyone who wants to come over and watch that, they'll be more than welcome to. I also want to be doing a little bit of, well, I'll say a little bit. I want to go through a lot of the Assassin's Creeds on stream as well. So I did play the first Assassin's Creed a few months ago, and it was the first time playing through it. When I played the games before, I always started with the second game, and then I'm going to go through 2 Brotherhood and Revelations, and then see what kind of takes my flavour then. Yeah, I know that it would probably be a bit of a commitment as well, because I don't think they're very long games, but they are also very, playing 3 games over the space of a couple of hours over a week, yeah, it will take up a lot of time, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and then in terms of other games I want to play, I do have a Discord server, which
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten
I'm not
setzen.
sure if it's linked on my. Yeah, it's linked on my channel. So if you want to go to that, you can have a look there, and there is a channel on there which says, which is basically games to play, and there's a massive list of games which I do intend playing. They'll either be on stream or off stream, depending on just the flavour of the game. But yeah, I'm just gonna see. Like what takes my fancy at the time. And there is a recommendation channel as well. So if anyone does want to recommend any games or whatever, even films or TV shows, like you can ask me in chat. Let me know. Have I watched this? And there's obviously going to be a yes or no if I intend on watching it or whatever. So yeah, if anyone does have any recommendations, do throw them out. So yeah, now we've got back to port, so we're going to click to report back to the officer. So Horst Weber has gained points towards the next decoration, which is the Iron Cross second class. And Keeper Elos, who's gained points towards the next decoration, which is the Iron Cross first class. So we just got 1 point for completing the assignment. Obviously, we didn't do very well during that patrol. We did get 6,000, and we was at sea for 20 days. So we was at sea for a little bit longer than I thought, and we travelled just over 10,000 kilometers. We didn't sink any tonnage, which, to be honest, I was half expecting that anyway. So that's absolutely fine. But yeah, that's absolutely fine. So we have leveled up, taken assignment from the leading officer from the port before leaving. Of course, we will do that, but what we're going to do, we're going to have to restock everything on the boat anyway. I'm going to take a repair. No, I'm going to take not 1,000. Yeah, right. I can't afford that. We're going to take 5, and then we're going to take 1. That has taken quite a bit of our money anyway, but that's absolutely fine. Ammunition. So the ammunition we have armor piercing, and that's high explosive. High explosive is better in general than armor piercing. To be honest, I know it's in the name, armor piercing. I don't really know the benefit of using them over high explosive though. So what we're going to do, we're going to stock up on our fuel again. We're going to refuel. Torpedoes are all up and good. And then we've got 3 cups of coffee on board, which is 300 credits of coffee, which is actually filthy. Some breathing apparatus. So we have got a breathing apparatus, but we don't have one of these. I don't want to spend all our credits on a diving suit as of yet. We will need the diving suit when we go and do the Enigma machine. So yeah, we won't buy that yet. We're going to see if we can get a little bit more tonnage, and then we're going to go in. Progress gained for the next reputation. We're currently at 0%, so the reputation points may be used to purchase. So we haven't really gained anything in this yet, and that's mainly down to the fact that we haven't really been sinking anything over the last patrol or so. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the leading officer, and we're going to see what orders there are from HQ. Okay, so weather station, Bear Island. So there's a new offensive, Bear Station, weather station, Bear Island. Okay, so what is that? Okay, so we have got a fair few missions now. So we have got a tonnage war in sector AN16 to AN52. So that is a fairly big area where we can do a patrol, and we have to do 2,000 kilometers, and I'm not sure how much does it say to sink 4,000 within the tonnage. So that will give us 33% into our prestige. Tonnage area in AN4, which will give us 66%, which is the medium difficulty, and then the tonnage war in BF1, which will give us a high difficulty, and that will give us 1 prestige point as well. Battleship Rodney was recently seen in the area as well. So Rodney Trotter was in the area. That will give us. The U-boat command has prepared a plan to strike at Scarpa Flow. It is one of the most heavily defended and important Royal Navy bases. If one of our U-boats managed to sneak in and sink a recognisable Royal Navy ship, it will be a signal that there is no safe place to hide from our U-boats. Now, as much as that gives me a skill, which is Bullseye, it gives me think another radio man. 16,000, 8,000, and it will give me 3 prestige points, which sounds juicy. But no. No. Absolutely not. The Kriegsmarine, as well as the Luftwaffe. Luftwaffe? I don't know. Would find it immensely useful to have more accurate weather data at their disposal to plan upcoming operations. For this reason, we came up with a plan to set up automated weather stations on remote islands. Meteorologists identified Bear Island as a promising target for such a deployment. Your orders is to travel to the designated coordinates and set up a weather station on land. I've not seen one of them before. And it will give 2, but I kind of want to sink something. What do we do? Because I'm not doing this one yet, the Enigma recovery, because we don't have the diving suit. And then you got the mine lane in the fishing in the English Channel, which I don't want to go to the English Channel anyway because it was just so bad. 4,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000. Okay, I'm thinking tonnage war at AN4. Get rid of that. Get rid of these. I'm thinking if I do it here, and then hopefully we can sink some ships, and if we complete the tonnage of 7,000 and we make it back to port, then I will do a quick dash to Bear Island. I think, depending on the time. I can't promise anything, but depending on the time, we will look at that. So I'm thinking tonnage war at sector AN4. So we're going to accept that. We have to... U-boat is off duty. Click here to await time. And have we got everything in supplies ordered? Okay, so it is moving, and it's going to take a total time to transport all goods is 18 minutes, which is absolutely fine. So we're just going to wait 18 minutes for this, and then we are going to get going. So the discipline in the boat is fairly low, so what we're going to do is we're going to they're playing cards, normal lighting, fatigue, currently inactive. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some music on. We're going to play some music, and we're going to go to... Let's go for a little bit of Gibraltar. What a jam.
Kapitän.
Jam that is. What a jam. Right, okay, so without further ado, we are going to make our way out. So we don't need anyone on the radio room. We don't need anyone doing maintenance on the torpedoes as of yet. And we're going to leave... we're going to keep 2 sailors on the diesel engines just so we can maintain some good fuel. So yeah, we're going to get going now. So we're going to go ahead 2/3, and yeah, it is 28th of October 1939, and we are setting out 19 minutes past 7 at night. And the fatigue, and the discipline is going to be full in 7 days. Discipline determines how resistant to combat stress your crew is. If the discipline becomes hard to manage due to high fatigue of the crew, consider returning back to port and sending your crew on a vacation. Okay, that's probably something that we'll do this time round. So the fatigue at the moment is a little bit off. I know we are just heading straight back out with the crew. So what we're going to do is we are just going to do this patrol, and then maybe next time we can do a quick dash to Bear Island to do this weather installation. So I'm just going to put a little bit more oomph on that. But I definitely do want to try and sink at least a few ships tonight, because I say I don't want it to be a colossal waste of time. I mean, we've been streaming now for an hour and 20 minutes, and we've found one boat, and that's a bit. I mean, we've done more damage to ourselves running into a wall, which is just so dumb. So I'm just looking at my OBS, and not sure if I've had any frame drops. It doesn't. I think I had some frame drops earlier, but I haven't had none at the moment. But yeah, if people are experiencing any frame drops in the chat, please do let me know. I mean, it's saying it's all fine my end, but yeah, if there is any issues, please do shout up. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna make our way to coordinates. We're going to do a bit more time compression, and we're currently running ahead 2/3, so we're just going to see how we get on here. Right, so let's go ahead full, and did you just say a pie with 6 legs? Oh, I'll tell you what, a game I wanted to play very soon as well. It came out a couple of months ago, and I've watched a few streams do it, but I don't really remember much about the game. And it's High on Life, which is the for those who don't know, which I'm sure people do, it's done by the same people who've done Rick and Morty, which is one of my favorite shows. So yeah, I think I'll be playing that soon as well, but that'll probably just be a bit of a palate cleanser. So what I try and do is I'll try and play a game which is completely different to a game that I've just recently played, because if I'm playing for instance a game like Batman Arkham series, which is very, it's got a very, not a unique kind of combat, it's quite a generic kind of combat. Okay, what was this? On my way back to the base, heard single propeller from the naval square AN 194, most likely merchant, slow speed, northeastern course. Okay, so it was AN 194. That would have been up here. So yeah, so say if I was playing Batman the Arkham series, and all of a sudden then I went from playing that game to, let's say, I'm not going to say Assassin's Creed, more Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor or Middle-earth Shadow of War. Even though obviously it's a completely different concept of the game, the combat's very similar. Sneaking around, countering and stuff like that. And what I would find is I would get a little bit of fatigue through the game. So what I try and do is I try and do a bit of a palate cleanser. So I've just been around there. Okay, let's see what the... Several widely separated smoke clouds in the naval square AM 472, suspect convoy, southern course sending bearing signals. Okay, confirm. Okay. Okay, let's hustle this way, and hopefully we can actually get some good kills. So this might be a good convoy for us. Okay, so we're gonna slow down here, and we're gonna see if we can see anything on the horizon. It would be on our starboard side, so hopefully we can see something. Can't see anything as of yet, but we'll see. So yeah, anyways, as I was saying about palette cleanses and all that sort of stuff, um, I I recently played through the Witcher series, but in between each Witcher series, I was having a bit of a palette cleanser and and I was playing Dead Space, which, to be honest, are completely different games. Now, I do love story-rich games, to be fair, especially ones with a very deep lore with them. Um, but yeah, those kind of they're completely different styles of game, and obviously one's an RPG, one's a horror. Um, say horror. It's not exactly a horror, but they class it as so. Um, so yeah, I ended up doing that, and it just kind of made me have a little bit more of an appreciation between the games that I was playing anyway. So that's what I've kind of been doing over the last 4 to 6 months, really. Just been playing different games, which are kind of completely different. Um, I can't really say which one's my favourite sort of game. Or was that something then? Is that something on the horizon? I don't think so. I think I'm just seeing what I want to see, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm just seeing. I think it might have just been like a ripple of a wave or something. Um,
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten.
so yeah, I've just been doing that over the last 4 to 6 months of just playing games, which, to be honest, I've been on my to-do list for a long while, and I just never really got round to them because I was kind of worming it in the game which Lord of the Rings Online, an MMO. So during the COVID phase, say COVID phase like it was an emo phase, during the COVID period, I was unemployed for a couple of years, and I just sat on Lord of the Rings Online for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it was not healthy. And now I barely play it all. I just don't really have the energy for it at the moment. I just don't have that kind of drive in an MMO. I've got more. I want to have more enjoyment in games that I've been on my backlog for years and years. And one of those games was Bioshock. Now, I've played Bioshock, I have to say it's a fantastic game. Fantastic game. When I first played it, I played it for about 2 3 hours, and I was really struggling to like it. I was like, I can't understand why people are calling this game a masterpiece. I don't see the not I don't see the appeal. I don't see the reasoning behind it being a masterpiece. And I went to work and I said to people, look, man, I don't know if I'm going to be playing this game. Like, and they were like, just stop playing it then. And they just simply just like, was I just disregard it? Like, nah, don't play it. And I'm at a shallow area. Okay, so we are currently looking close to the port now. So let's have a little bit of a slowdown, shall we? I think hopefully we haven't missed this convoy. Apparently it was moving slowly. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna move up this way. Yeah, because we've got to be careful actually, because if they've got any people on the coast, then we could be spotted very easily, and we could actually have some hostile air force coming. So let's. Oh, okay. A fast. Oh, it's exactly what I was talking about. Okay, so. Where's that coming from? Okay, unknown warship. Okay, directly ahead. Okay, so yeah, that is a border. border patrol. So we're gonna have to go to safe distance here. We're gonna have to go. I'm just gonna say periscope depth. I don't know how deep this water actually is. I'm gonna cheat a little bit actually because I don't know. Oh, it's not that bad actually. It seems okay. Okay, this was a problem. So yeah. So I didn't really know exactly the like that. I didn't see the appeal behind BioShock, but I got to work and I was like, I don't know if I want to play it or not. I really don't know. And then I said to him, you know what, I'm going to give it one more try, and if I don't like it, I will. I don't want to waste my time because I wasn't just planning on playing BioShock 1, it was BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite. So anyway, I tried it again, continued, played it for another 2 hours or so, and I started to like it a little bit more. And yeah, I thought, you know what, it's okay, I'm going to stick with it. And my God, I'm so happy I did. So happy I did. Because the game actually, for me, became sensational. Now, if anyone hasn't played it, I'm not going to spoil it or whatever because that's for me. That's a big rule for me. Don't no spoilers or whatever. So if I'm ever talking about a game, I'll always try my best for. I'll always try my best not to spoil it for people because even though the games have been out for years and years, there's still a lot of people, I'll say, such as myself, that has not played these games. So yeah, I'm just gonna I won't give any spoilers or whatever, but if it's in your Steam library and you haven't played it, just give it a go. Okay, are these making a dash? I think they coastal defensive patrol. Yeah, so I thought they was. I thought that was a coastal defensive patrol. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a head stop, and I'm just going to speed this up a little bit because I want to see if we get any resistance. I don't think we will, and I want to see if we get any. I want to see if we get any. There we are. Okay, so we are actually good. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, it's a really good game, and I enjoyed I enjoyed number 2 not as much, and then I did enjoy BioShock 3 a lot. I thought that was very good. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I think the thing that made the first one really good for me is just I tried playing it a few times years ago, and I got in an hour or so, and I just stopped playing it. So I knew kind of the setting of the game, but I didn't know the whole concept of it all and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead forward now, and I'm just gonna. I think we have missed this this convoy, which is a shame really, because I had a feeling it was going to be a juicy one. So yeah, because I didn't really have a what's the word I'm looking for? Because I went into the game with not a high expectation, it made the game even better, even though I struggled at the start. After the Jesus, okay, this is a sea state. So even though there was that, and then I went into the second one with actually a high expectation, and I think that's what kind of ruined the game for me a little bit as well. I mean, the game itself wasn't. What's that? Is that a? I don't know if that's just rain or if that's. Okay, I think it's just rain. I think we're fine. So yeah, because I went into the game with a high expectation, I didn't I ended up not liking it as much. And to be fair, the story wasn't as good. And then I went into the third one again with a lower expectation, and it turned out to be great. So yeah, I would say really good games though. I say if you haven't played them, then I would suggest giving them a go. Right, let's come up here, and we're gonna turn the air compressors on. That's the diesel compressor. This is the electric compressor. So yeah, I say it's really, really good. What else have I played recently? I can't even think what I've played recently. The Dead Space games were really good. We'll ignore the third one. The third one, that didn't happen. I haven't played the remake of the first Dead Space game though, but I have seen pretty much a whole stream with it, and it looked absolutely brilliant. Really, really good. I don't know if I'm going to play it because not that I'm cheap, but it is like we are in a living crisis at the moment, so I'll always try and get a game that's on sale. So yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them. I'll just try and get it on sale. And if it is, I'll play it. But I'm not in any rush because I've seen the story, and that's what the main thing is for me. Knowing what the story is and experiencing it or whatever. But as I know it, there's no point. And to say the Witcher series, now I played the Witcher altogether. I want to say I did everything in the game. There's probably a few quests in the game that are complete, like that I didn't see because the game's obviously huge. But I did go around and I did collect all the Gwent cards. I collected all the question marks on the map, and that was a new communications. As much as I enjoyed the game, I think it lasted the perfect amount of time, because by the end of it, I was like, you know what, I'm done with the game now. And then it said, oh, here's New Game Plus. And I was like, absolutely not. I am not New Gaming Plus in that. Maybe in like 12 months, if I want to go through it again, I'll New Game Plus it. But absolutely not. Convoy at Naval Square AN 487, course 108 degrees at 7 knots. Okay, so Convoy at Naval Square 48. We was just there. Okay, I'm waiting around. Jesus Christ, look at this, look at the sea state. I gotta be careful here because I will have no clue if I'm gonna be running aground. And if I'm going to be doing any calculations here, that's not happening. I can't even hit on a clear I can't even hit on a clear ocean in the middle of the day, no clouds. So I'm not going to be able to hit any with this. Right. So this might be a case of just stopping and then letting them come into us. So we have got full capacity on the engines. I'm going to go for another up to 20 kilometers, and then I'm going to go into periscope depth, and then we're going to go a head stop, and we're gonna go. Okay, cool. So periscope depth, yeah, cool. Okay. Look forward, mate. Here we go. I mean, looking in this sea state's going to be absolutely horrendous. And are we going to be able to see any boats? Now, I did this a couple of weeks ago, and I did a convoy, and I was stuck in the middle of them, and I ended up sinking because, you know, me being a big dummy. I didn't try and attack them from the outside. I tried attacking them from the inside, and it was not a good move. So let's.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Okay. So it looks like they are really hugging the coastline. Alright, I'm gonna turn this radio off because it's I don't know about you, but it's actually starting to do my head in a little bit now, not gonna lie. Okay.
Wir sind schon so lange auf See. Ich halte nicht mehr aus.
If I knew what buttons to press. Oh, go away.
Kapitän?
Change music, stop music. Okay, cool.
Herr Kaloy?
How's everyone's morale doing? Not that great. Okay. We're gonna go ahead 1/3, and then we're gonna make our way this way, and hopefully, in fact, I'm gonna go ahead 2/3 because we are underwater, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to spot anyone. Okay, I think we might have missed.
Legen Sie den Kurs an. Tanks anblasen.
Herr Kaloy?
Smoke cloud spotted from a naval square of AN 541. Slow speed, southern course. We are currently performing surface repairs and won't intercept. Okay, cool. Right, that is a smoke cloud over there. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, that is a smoke cloud. So we are going to be engaging very, very soon. I don't know why, but I half expected to kind of pan the camera and there'll be like 6 destroyers just looking at me. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's our U-boat, and that's the convoy. Okay. Well, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the dog being very weird. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a quick goosey gander. Oh, woo! What's going on here? Was this the? I think that's our U-boat getting fired upon. Right, so we're going to go periscope depth because this is now scary. Periscope depth. So that is definitely smoke in the area, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's our U-boat or if it's the convoy ship. Now, there is lights over here. I don't know if that's because it's a coastal... Yeah, it's a coastal town. Okay. Smoke is disappearing from here. I think... Is it a U-boat? Like I'm going to be able to see anything. Jesus. If it was our U-boat, if they there's a good chance they would have sunk. Okay, so They're looking at our starboard bow. So let's have a look at... Let's stop that. The Keeper Elos is in bed as usual. Oh, hey, Tim. Hey, Keeps. Speak of the devil, actually. Speak of the devil. How are we? How are we both? So for those, okay, say for those, for if you've not been here, so we are currently on patrol 4. So we did do a patrol 3. We haven't sunk anyone yet. The only boat we have seen in the you've been a hidden horde run, first time doing it on board, and all good here. Oh, okay, cool. Well, hopefully it went well. I mean, it is only tier 1, so it should just be a bit of a face roll, but yeah, I hope you had a good time. Yeah, so as I was saying, I did do a patrol 3. We found one boat, which was an Argentinian boat. We went on board to see what they had in stock and if there was anything suspicious. Turns out everything was legit, and then we had to leave them to their day. We carried on with our patrol, found no boats at all, so then we have gone straight out to patrol 4, and then we are just on the east coast of the UK in our patrol grid, and we have been informed there is a small convoy of between 3 and 6 ships between which might be ripe for the taking. We have seen some smoke in front of us, which looks like it was a detonation of something, whether or not it was a mine or anything else. That little light over there you can see, that is a coastal town, but the ships that we're kind of scouting look like they're on our starboard side, so we are going to be sitting around a little bit and we're going to hopefully get some kills. The sea state has seemed to calm down a little bit from the looks of things, and we do have 2 radio messages. So this message seems to be encrypted with some foreign cipher. We can't decode it. Our radio man can still track the source using the radio direction finder. Okay, cool. And then the other one is the same thing. Confirm. Okay. So he was unhappy. I realised I'm never going to be a melee class in Latro. Yeah, I know, mate. We knew that. We knew that you was never going to be a melee class in any game, because do you remember D&D? So for those who was not aware, it's been about a year now that we, me, Keeper Elos, and a few other friends in our little group that we've got, we played a D&D game, and Keeper Elos, being the tank, decided to remove his shield to try and get more damage on a boss. I think it was a boss. No, it wasn't even a boss. It was just a standard kind of mob, and he got rid of his shield. He tried using a two-handed attack, missed the attack, asked the DM if he could we need new material. Shut up, Buzz. Hey, Buzz. Yeah, so he missed the attack, and then he ended up getting killed. Now the funny thing is, for those who know D&D, he rolled that the enemy rolled. I think it was a 15 or something like. It was something along but what it was, if he had kept his shield on, it wouldn't have hit. But because he took it off, it did hit, and that's what made him to die. And then he ended up rolling a nat 1. For those who don't know, if you roll a nat 1, it will go to 2 counters of your death counter, and he ended up dying through that way. So it was a huge whiff on Keeper Elos's part. Too cute for... No, we're not discussing this too cute to walk stuff. We're not discussing this. This is my time. This is my time. Okay, so we've got these ships coming in very slowly. We will be able to see them, and they should kind of pass near on, directly above us. So we're just going to wait it out a little bit and see what comes about. Okay, well, slow down. Calm down, pig. That's not something. Okay. Right, Skipper, you need to get out of bed because you're a lazy fuck. And to be fair, Keeps, let's be fair, you wasn't around when the too cute to walk things happened, so You can't say anything. But I'm sure I will let the stream know at some point what this story was. Um, Maybe tonight is not a good night, but for sure I will be letting people know at some point of what too cute to walk means. I mean, I might know, but I heard it every 6 months. Yeah, oh yeah, this story has been repeated endlessly, and I'm sure it will be repeated endlessly more over the next coming years. So, right, so apparently it's more in front of us, so we're looking at more of a 30 degrees off the bow. Can't see anything as of yet, but the rough water does not help us in the slightest. Is that oh, okay. I thought that was a huge tanker, but it's just the silhouette of the embankment. Okay, this is really difficult to see. I don't even have glasses on. I should probably turn the camera up. Well, that's a coastal town, so that's nothing for us. That should. Yeah, of course you would go for burnt pizza keeps. Of course you would mention that, chunky boy. Right, let's go to ahead 2/3 and let's make our way down here, because I think this U-1302 is following the boat as well. So let's just take a little bit more of a. Right, this is shallow, so we'll want to be extra careful here. We can't see anything on the horizon. However, there might be something in front of us. The sun is coming up as well, so that's going to help us a lot. I have no idea. Tim mentioned it. Yeah, the oh, you bastards! You're sitting in Discord together. Oh, okay, cool. Right, so when I explain the whole story at some point, again, not tonight, but I will at some point. The burnt pizza thing was just like, it was almost like the icing on the cake. In some regard. It was just annoying. It was just very, very annoying. Apothecary T2 with Baz's Lawmaster. Oh, okay, well, big good luck with that one, mate. What's this U-boat doing? I thought the sun coming up was actually going to help us, but it turns out it hasn't at all. Okay, so we've just, the game's just automatically slowed down. So does that mean we're in range of any? Oh, okay. I think I saw something in the distance. It's somewhere over there. Or I think my eyes are just trying to see what they want to see. What? Why am I? Yeah, it keeps jumping out of the time compression. So does that mean we're seeing something? And we just? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's mines around me, and I'm just avoiding them. Behind me? No. I know what you're doing, Buzz. I know you. I know your game. But is there actually anything behind me? Right, let's... I mean, this weather's so annoying because... Ooh! What is... There's a lifeboat. And there's a wreckage. Okay, so there was apparently something that happened over here. Okay, so... Is there a way I can cheese this to be able to look underwater without the darkness? Okay, so it's currently on our... So it's about over this way. Okay, so what it looks like is the
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
boat
Jawohl.
is actually tracking a convoy. So it did hit something.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
Oh, there's no smoke on the horizon. We are doing okay on fuel as well, so we are sitting at 81%. So
Abfahrkurs berechnen. Kurs, diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs setzen.
yeah, Keeps. So you mentioned the other day as well um, about Hellblade. So I think I'll be starting that this weekend. So I'll be doing that Saturday afternoon at some point. I will give you a shout, and it will be on the Discord as well that I have that I'm starting that. If you I say if you have got like a bit of a time preference as well, making sure that you're around for that, then just give us a shout. I've got my Formula One practice and qualifying on the weekend as well, so I imagine I'll be doing it around like after that, so maybe about 5 o'clock ish. I know you have a nap every hour, so you know you are going to probably be missing some at some point. But yeah, I'll let you know and say if anyone else wants to come along to watch Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Then I say you're more than welcome to. It's I say I can't really explain the game. I say I don't really know much about it, and I've kind of wanted to keep it that way. All I know is the game has big a big emphasis on like mental health or whatever it is. Like it's some weird messed up thing. So yeah,
Koordinaten setzen.
I'm just gonna play it. I imagine it's a good game anyway. It looks 5 is good. Okay, cool, mate. Yeah. So I'll have a I'll aim for about 5 o'clock then, and I'll probably try and stream for about 3 hours, and then I'll do around about the same amount of time on the Sunday as well. So I don't think the game is very long either. I think it's about a 10-hour game. But if I'm gonna new communications, okay, let's have a look. Single streamer in Naval Square, AN 732, speed 7 knots, course 346, 2 duds, 1 miss, couldn't continue attack. Okay, AN. Is it AN 246? Did it say? I can't remember. No, there's no race this weekend. The race the next F1 race is the 30th, because there was supposed to be a race in China, and oh, ship detected, which is a Type 7C, which I believe is our boat as well. I want to believe it's our boat because I don't want to.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Yeah, it is our boat. Yeah. So yeah, it's not this weekend. It's in a couple of weekends. Because I think there's something going on with the China Grand Prix or something. So yeah, there's going to be not one for another couple of weeks yet. And then yeah, I think it's Baku, the Azerbaijan, which is so it's fun. But this weekend, my Formula One is taking place in
Kurs auf diese
Silverstone,
Koordinaten
so
setzen.
that should be a bit of a fun race as well. New communications. Convoy Naval Square AN 479 pursuing 2 merchant ships distinguished north and western course. This message is followed by bearing signals. We can track the source as long as the transmission stays active. Okay.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
So yeah. So this single merchant ship propeller heard naval square AN 465 estimated slow speed and northern course. We are currently carrying out other orders. Good luck. Okay.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
We do have to go back very soon. So many communications. Convoy in sight. Naval Square AN 763 course 116 at 7 kilometers. AN 763, which is AN 763. I'm not going down there. No way. No thank you.
Kurs setzen.
Okay, so we've just done a patrol, which is an... Oh. There's no smoke on the horizon, which makes me think it's one of our U-boats.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Yep, Type 7C. It's one of our U-boats.
Kurs
So
auf diese
there's a lot of our
Koordinaten setzen.
there's a lot of our U-boats in this patrol sector, which is a bit annoying.
Legen Sie den Kurs an. Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Yeah, that was supposed to be this weekend, Tim. Yeah, no worries, mate.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Jawohl.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Right, what we're going to do, we are very, very low discipline. And we're getting all these...
Kurs auf
Not a
diese
single
Koordinaten
boat,
setzen.
Zu Befehl.
which is so annoying. So annoying.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Zu Befehl.
Right, so we are sitting on the mouth of the English Channel as well. So hopefully we do see something here, even though if it is a warship, we will have a couple of goes at sinking. But yeah, it's a bit of a dangerous place to
Kurs
be
auf
honest.
diese Koordinaten setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Kurs setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Bestätigt.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look to see if there's anything around. Important message received. Okay, so there is a mission 6. Our radio man received new messages that he considers to be important. Click notification to open your message log. A very valuable high-frequency direction finder prototype is being transported by Empire Lakeland cargo ship headed to Leaf, where it will undergo further testing. Sinking the ship will noticeably slow enemy progress in developing this technology. We estimate it's currently passing through a square AN 794 with a course of 88 degrees. The ship is moving with a convoy travelling at speed of 7 kilometers. So it is the Empire Lakeland AN 794. Okay. That could be juicy. And it's heading to Leith, which is up here. So we are going to...
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
We have got enough fuel to do this. So what we're going to do, we're going to come to a head 1/3 and we're going to... Okay, so this is going to be... hopefully a few kills now. I mean, what's the time as well? So the time is currently it's November 10th 1939 at 6:54, I believe, in the morning. The sun is rising in the east, so yes, the sun is rising, so we're gonna hopefully get a good few kills here. Excuse me, cheating. Oh, okay, that's something. Yep, that's something. Okay, so we're gonna be... Okay, so we're gonna go to periscope depth. We're gonna go periscope depth. And we're gonna go ahead stop. We're gonna have you are gonna go to blue light running, which is silent running, so that means all the crew is to be completely quiet, just in case they try getting us on passive sonar. I think it's passive sonar. I think so. So we have to find the Empire Lakeman. And we are going to... try and sink the ship. We are at periscope depth now. It is going to be a little bit dangerous being here. Hopefully they stick a little bit closer to the coastline, and we can get a good angle on the attack angle. So we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Hopefully they should come into view very, very soon. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to go to a head 1. And then we're going to go...
Kurs setzen.
Ei, ei, Herr Kaloi.
Okay, up you get, Keepy. Okay, so they are travelling in what looks to be a... line formation. Right, so let's have a quick look. so it's not behind us. It's not that far, is it? Is it? It's not that far. Which way is it? Is it directly in front of us? Yeah, it is. Idiot. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6 smoke or steam trails. So we're gonna speed this up a little bit more, and hopefully we can get them to come on to us. Okay, so that, I don't think that's 6 steam trails, or it might be. I think it just might have been a bit of a weird transition. Okay, sink the Empire Lakeland. Okay, so they are within range. We are close. Okay, nice. Okay, and they do look like they're doing a zigzag. So, okay, we got a destroyer. Okay, there's a destroyer on our right hand side. Okay, so we are going to ignore that, and I think that destroyer is just as a front man. We are going to ignore that, and we're going to allow the rest of the convoy to come with us. Well, having said that,
Legen Sie den Kurs an. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
there's a freighter on our... Okay, so let's have a look at this then. So that's not the freighter. That is a that's a flower class corvette, and this is a Empire Cloth. Okay, so that's a British ship. We can sink that, but we're not going to as of yet. We are going to be aiming for... That's a British ship as well, but that doesn't have any ship markings on the front, so I don't know if it is our target. And then there's a destroyer there, and there's a corvette there. So I think it's safe to say that this boat at the back is our target. It's looking a lot like an Empire. I think it's an Empire Bell. So there's that freighter there. Now the issue is, as soon as I make this attack, I am going to hopefully try and sink both of them, because we do need this tonnage. But it's the Lakeland or something like that, isn't it? Now I can't see any writing on the front of that. Doesn't mean it's not there, it just means I can't see it. Well, either way, we're going to have to sink.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a... There's no markings on that, which is a bit annoying, but that's how it is sometimes. Okay, so we're going to do a good angle on this. So what we're going to do, we're going to identify the ship, which is a... That's not an Empire Bell. It's not an Empire Bell. No, no, I think it is an no, it's not an Empire Bell. No, it's not an Empire Bell. Is it an Empire Tower? No, it's not an Empire Tower. It's not a Liberty. It's not a Dale. Right, it's none of them. Is it an Empire Tower? Yeah, it's an Empire Tower. No, it's an Empire Bell, sorry. Okay. So we're going to identify this as an Empire Tower. Empire Bell, sorry. We're going to do the measurements for how fast it's going. So did that a little bit quick. Right, let's calculate this then, shall we? Okay, set for six knots. Okay, so that's going quite slowly. The distance is about 1.7 kilometers, and the angle on the bow is, we want to be saying around about, I would say about 85%. So I want to say that. So we're going to warm up this torpedo, and we're going to, before doing that, we're going to, yeah, that looks about right. So we're going to fire in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to do a calculation on this boat here. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to, there we are, the Empire Lakeland. Okay, so that is a, the same sort of ship. No. Yes. It looks like an Empire Bell. So I'm going to say an Empire Bell. We're going to do a speed test, which is, I imagine, 6 knots again. Okay, get ready. Ready and done. Okay, this is going 7 knots apparently. Okay, so the distance from us is, it's around 2.6 kilometers. That can't be right. Is it? 2.5, okay. And then the course is about, I don't feel comfortable doing this calculation. So what I'm going to do, oh, no way, no way. Oh no, it was just off. Okay, no worries, no worries. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to leave the view, and we're going to come back to the boat, and we're going to go, we're going to get onto the, yes, We are currently going ahead this, so we're going to get this out. It's going that to that. And it is going 52, I think. It's around 52. Okay, so it's 62 degrees. Okay, so it's going 62 degrees. I think. So it's the relative course of which direction it's going in comparison to us. Well, wait a minute. Was it angle on their bow? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So it's about 64% now. Set. Okay, course. Gonna do load torpedo tube 2. Fire. Right, so we're gonna get another torpedo out for the first boat that we missed. The angle on attack has become actually kind of perfect for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go. We're gonna say it's the same speed. And we're gonna say a course of. Set. Fire. Okay, so now is the moment of truth. Let us look at these torpedoes. Hopefully these are not whiffs. And let's just see, shall we? If they are both good calculations, which to be honest this probably isn't. I think it might even just pass behind. They should hit around the same time. Yeah, as I say, this might go behind. Although saying that, I think it's actually a good shot. Yeah, I think this is a good shot. I think we've done it. If it does, I'm going to be so annoyed. But yeah, this was a good shot. Okay. So. Don't dud, please. Do not dud. Don't dud, please. Yeah! Yes! Nice. Okay, so this is... That's not a good angle from what it looks like. Oh, I don't know, maybe. It looks like they've slowed down. It looks like they've come to a complete stop, which has actually helped us. Hey Cinny! Hey Cinny Bun! How are you? Oh yeah, they absolutely slowed down, so that worked really well in our favour on that detonation. Unless it does, then that will be a that's a really good result for us. So hopefully they don't need any second torpedoes. Come on. Yes! Right. I mean, that is taking on water, but I don't know whether or not it's going to be enough to sink. So let's have a look at this boat. Yeah, they've taken significant damage, they have. So your crew are strained and stressed. You know what? Me too, pal. Look at this guy up here. Just bird watching. Right, so hopefully this boat is okay. That didn't take that much damage. So what we have to do, we have to load a secondary torpedo. You know what, Cole? I don't trust you on this. Okay.
Los!
Oh, look at your man sweeping. He's sweeping the deck. Oh, A for effort. Right, take this off. Let's have a look at this. Okay, this boat looks like it's going to be going under. It doesn't look like they can control the damage. Yeah, so this might hit. I don't know. I think they might be going a bit too slowly for this to actually land. Yeah, they have got a lot of water on board, so it will look like this one might just pass in front. I hope not, because we do have to load a secondary torpedo. This one looks like it will be going under. I think this is just, it's completely dead in the water. This one, on the other hand, though, I think may... Yeah, this one's not going to hit. This one's going a little bit too... Oh, I knew I shouldn't have trusted Cole. I knew I shouldn't have. Okay, so... This one's been loaded, so this one's going to take... This one will be loaded in... you know what, get some more sailors on that, because we're going to need that to be loaded very, very soon. Yeah, I think if the other two, if the destroyers weren't around, I would have just come up with the deck gun and just finished them off, but I'm not going to be able to, I don't think.
Rohr 1 geladen.
Okay, tube 1 is loaded.
Rohr 1
That's Cole. That is well off, pal. That is well off.
Rohr 1 bewässert.
Right. So we've got the velocity, the speed. I think we're going more like that. And set. So let's have a look at. Okay, no, that was completely wrong. Let's set. I'm gonna have to do some calculations here, and so it looks like they're traveling 118 degrees. So 118 degrees. I was not actually far off. So set that. We're going to do this. Tube 1 is loaded and we're going to fire. We're going to travel this way. We're going to go ahead one third. And And we're going to follow this torpedo, and hopefully this is a good hit. It might be a little bit... I don't know. It's really hard to tell at this point. But we do need a secondary torpedo loaded for this Empire cloth. This might be good. I think this is actually a good shot, to be honest. I think we're gonna nail this. Now, fortunately, these destroyers and corvettes, they've completely gone this way. I know there was some in this area here, so yeah, I think this is a hit. I think this is gonna hit right at midships. Okay, tube 2 is loaded, so we can prep that. I think this is a good. Oh. Ooh, no, I think it's a bit of I think it's a whiff. It might be a whiff, or it might just clip the front. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No! I can't believe it! Oh no! You can't. Fuck. Right, okay. Tube 2. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Tube 2, and we're gonna say fire because it's gonna be estimated at this. And the dog has come to say hello. Hello, Belly. Hello, Belly. Hello. Okay, so let's come out of this view here, and we're going to have a look at this. Okay, whilst this is going on, I'm going to get the dog. Ooh. Hello? Hello, smelly face. You saying hello? You saying hello? Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah. What? Are you watching that? You watching me? You watching me sink this boat? Yes. Yes, you are. So for those who don't know, this is Bella. She's my little French bulldog. She turned 5 over the weekend, which is big milestone. Okay, there's a third ship coming in. I can see it now. Yeah, it's a big milestone. And yeah, she's just my best pal. So yeah, and you beep beep. Yes. Mwah. Right, you gotta get down. Daddy's at work. I say that like I'm being paid. Okay, so I think either way this is gonna hit. I do hope it does hit the Empire Lakeland. This boat is coming in. Yeah, I think we are okay on the right, let's do a calculation on this, and the speed is going the there we go. There we go. You love to see it. Oh, okay. It is definitely going down now. The front is completely pulverized. Okay. Okay, sink the ship. Beautiful. Love to see it. The speed on that is this. I just want to get another quick calculation. Not lifeboat. I don't want to torpedo a lifeboat. Jesus. Talk about war crimes. Empire Lakeland. Nope. Lifeboat. Nope. There we go. Speed is going 0. And we're going to fire. Okay, so now we are getting out of here. So let us turn tail and we're going to go this way. And if this doesn't hit, then whatever. Yeah. I don't know how loud that was down the microphone. I imagine it was very, very loud, so I can only apologise. But she's a very loud dog, so. I do want to watch this torpedo because it's a bit of a. This, I can imagine this was scary as hell because imagine a boat's just gone down and you're going to be in a lifeboat and you just see this torpedo just jettison right underneath you. Right, we're going to go ahead full and whilst we're going, and we're just going to pay attention to this torpedo. Hopefully it doesn't hit the wreckage on the way down. I can't imagine it will, although looking at it, the tubes, the chimneys are still out of the water, so there is a potential it could still hit this. Although it might just pass in front or just above it. Hopefully it does, because I don't want to have... Oh. We gotta get it. Oh! Oh! Oh, the cheese! Yes! Lovely, 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 lovely. And we got our 7,000 tonnage. That is beautiful. So now we do have to, okay, periscope depth down. No, what we're going to do, we are going, how far we have to coast? We are going to crash dive. We're going to crash dive to safe distance, which is about 15 meters. Okay, so we're going to... We should be okay to get away from these boats now, but this boat is coming in very, very quickly. And it is loaded with depth charges, and I'm not sure if it's making a pass on us, but we will be going near on directly underneath it. I think we should be okay. Reminds me of my pug and his snorts. Yeah. I mean, it's cute. It is very, very cute. And it's one of those things where when she first started doing it, I was thinking, oh, Jesus Christ, Belly, can you pipe down a little? But yeah, now it's like, if I didn't get that, like if I don't have her snoring in the middle of the night, I miss it. So yeah, I think we may have just got away with this, yeah, because it's going to be passing. Are they dropping? Yes, they are. So I'm not sure if they know that we're here or they're just guesstimating. I think they might even be turning. I think they are turning. So leave view. Right, okay, I'm going to say...
Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen.
So tube 5 is loaded. And we're going to be at periscope depth. Okay, so we're going to unlock these. We're going to lock that. We're going to say... Oh. It's a bit pointless. Okay. I'm going to say... What a destroyer is it? Yep, that'll do. We're going to say... This is a bad idea to be doing this, but why not? Okay, so it's traveling at 10 knots. Distance to us is 670 meters, and the distance and angle on their bow was on their bow. We are there. If we're looking from their angle, so let's get this. You say from this to this to this. It's about 40 degrees. So it's 40 degrees on their right. Is it their right side? No, it's their left side. 40 degrees on their...
Rohr 3 geladen.
Fire.
Los!
I don't know how well this is going to go, but I imagine it's...
Wie den Kurs an.
Oh, maybe. 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 No, it's going to pass in front. It's going to pass in front. Oh, you little boob.
Kurs auf diese
Cat's out the bag now. Damn it. Okay, so we're going to crash dive whilst we're loading the aft torpedo tube. We're going to leave this view. Yep. Yeah, they're turning as well. You can see the smoke trail. So they are 100% turning. So this was a...
Kurs setzen.
Not gonna lie, this was a very bad idea. Right, okay. Where are we? I can't exactly make a run for it either because we're going to be... I think we're just going to avoid... Yeah, we should avoid this. It should be absolutely fine. Yeah, we should avoid this. But it's close, though. It's very close. Right, so the aft torpedo tube is going to be loaded very, very soon. I don't think we should really be dicking around here, actually, because we do have lots of people coming in. And there's only so much we can evade.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
You know what? Hold on. Just a quick... What's we looking like on the front torpedoes? Have we loaded these in? Have they got... Right, so these have been loaded in. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to a full stop. Or in fact, I'm going to come to a head one third. And we're going to let this come round. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go to...
Rohr 1, bewässern.
I'm going to risk it for a
Los!
biscuit, as they say. Now that's going to be a whiff. I know that's going to be a whiff. It's going to pass right behind. I know it. Of course it did! Of course it did! Oh no! Okay, okay, it's fine. Okay, that. Load.
Bewässern.
I'm going to say 11 knots. And I'm going to load that.
Los!
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, you absolute wally. Okay, so... right, so we've done this. We can ignore this. This didn't happen. It was actually just a dupe. It was just a dupe, so I can get behind him like this, and we're just gonna... Here we go. Oh, they're pinging us on sonar. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to crash dive. Are we scraping the floor? Yeah, we are. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna come to 9 meters. We're gonna turn on our air compressors just so we're able to lift off the floor if needed. So
Herr Kaloy?
oh, can't access plop. Okay, so let's just
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Rohr 5 geladen.
oh no! Oh no!
Kurs
No,
setzen.
no, no.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Legen Sie den Kurs an. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Schadensbericht.
No! 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 What's the damage? Oh! 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 I thought it was the I thought it was depth charges, but it wasn't. They just literally ran over our conning tower. Are they damaged? Are they going down? Where are they? Hello.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Okay. Device repaired. Thank you. Are they? Literally no damage. Literally no damage. Okay, cool.
Diese Koordinaten setzen.
Erledigt. Schaden repariert. Bestätigt.
They don't fully know where we are.
Abgebrochen.
I think they've disengaged.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Yeah, I think they've disengaged.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy.
How I got away with that, I do not know.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Okay, so can we do the can we do the
Herr Kaloi.
turn on the air compressor so we're actually able to come to the surface. Okay, so that's going now. I think we can come to the surface now. I think we are kind of out of earshot. So we're gonna.
Anblasen! Wechseln auf Diesel.
Oh, the discipline's gone up then, and we've repaired the conning tower. Okay, nice. But that has used up a lot of our a lot of the repair components that we had. I think. Don't know what else they're repairing. Okay, yeah. Storage room, yeah. No, it's not too bad actually. We had 10 and we've used 4. It's not too bad, I guess. Okay, cool. So
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
well, it went from a very, very slow start in the patrols, and then it ended up getting quite juicy, which is kind of a nice end. Okay, so we can send that report to base, and then we're gonna dock at Wilhelmshaven, and yeah, we're just gonna call it there for the night. So we are gonna go into the port very slowly because when I did do this earlier, I nearly broke the boat again. Just coming into port, which is just completely stupid, but oh well. Shadow area, cool. So yeah, do hope people enjoyed the little engagement we had at the end then. So I know it was a little bit of a slow burn today, and thanks for people who kind of stuck around and said hello, and yeah. I just want to make sure I don't completely balls this up now because it is completely pitch black and I can't see anything. Whoa, slow. What speed are we going? Okay, we're going that fast. Okay, you might want to calm your tits. Bye. Where's the dock? Imagine trying to dock this now, because I can't see a thing. Okay, I did this last time. Game, you need to stop. It literally just runs into this wall. I don't know why, but it just does.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Schneller, schneller!
Yeah, I think it's because of the way the game has, like, so it will kind of register that you have to kind of go this way instead of going across here now. So I have to keep that in mind for the future. But yeah, we're still gonna bonk it. We'll still bonk it. So I just want to make sure that I don't damage the boat.
Schneller, schneller!
Right, so now we gotta.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
No, 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 no. You're gonna go into. You're gonna end up crashing into something. You willy. This is a Titanic moment. Nope, you're gonna crash. You're gonna crash. It's slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Is it gonna bonk? Is it gonna bonk? Yeah, it bonked. Told you, Titanic moment. Well, glad you enjoyed it, Cine. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I'm gonna try and do this on a semi-regular basis. Just going out doing these patrols. If you, I say the game is called U-Boat. I know Tim did pick it up in Discord the other day, so I think he's been giving it a bit of a go as well. But it's, why can't game, please, game, please. This is emotional. This is so emotional. Yeah, I say, like, the game's the game is, it is really good, and it's one of these damage.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Go forward. Go straight. Straight, I'm telling you, straight. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Stop. This is so stupid. This could literally sink the boat. But yeah, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you can, if I sink this boat, there's no respawn or whatever, so you can go to, like, I don't know, 1942 in the war, and because you ran into a wall, your whole campaign's gone, and it's like, ah. Right, are we going to do this again? Is the doors going to open? Are the doors open? Yeah, they are.
Erledigt. Schaden repariert.
Repair completed. Right, so that's another component that we've just lost. I mean, understandable. It's dark. Yes, it is very dark, and you probably can't see anything. But come on, game. We are traveling ahead 2/3, so we are going to go to ahead 1/3, and we're hopefully just going to cruise in. So yeah, it's one of those games where I will try and play over a couple of months period. So I'll be doing 1 or 2 or maybe 3 patrols at a time, depending on how well the patrols go. Yeah, depending on how well the patrols go or whatever. And depends on the flavour, you know, it depends on what flavour I'm fancying at the time. I say I am going to be, I'm also thinking of submarines going below me when I swim in the sea. Nothing's getting under that belly, mate, don't you worry. Yeah, the, what was I going to say then? I can't even remember. I'm just too focused on not dying. I don't know why it keeps going skew if. Yeah, so it's like depends on the flavour and like what I want to do. So whether or not they pump. That would be scary, to be fair, wouldn't it? Imagine just swimming just casually or something, just dinks you on this like on your navel. That would be weird. So yeah, I say it depends on the flavour. Like on this weekend, I'm going to be starting, or maybe Thursday. I'll be starting Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, I believe it's called. So I don't know anything about the game. Hopefully it's a good one. I don't know if I don't think it's a long game. I think it's about 10 hours completion. So if I start it on Thursday, then there's a good chance I will maybe finish it by the weekend, because I'll be streaming it on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, anyone who does want to come along for that, then say you are more than welcome
Auf
to.
diese Koordinaten setzen.
We are home! Thank God. Thank God. Right, so mission complete. Click here to report back to the officer. Okay, so we're all good. Okay, so we received a new decoration. So Keeps, if you're still in chat, you received the Iron Cross First Class. Iron Cross First Class is awarded for repeated acts of bravery in the battle. It's a higher tier of Iron Cross decoration and comes with a pin at the back instead of a ribbon. Next, your next decoration is the German Cross in gold, and you need another 37 points. You're not brave, please. But well done, Keeps. Well done, mate. Well done. So yeah, the next decoration you'll be getting, or hopefully getting, is the German Cross in gold. Yeah. In fact, yeah. For those who obviously I didn't stream that campaign, but I had Buzz as my skipper, so Rarin Tharn, and I died on the second patrol, I think it was, because I made a silly. So yeah. So this is the British Empire's largest weakness is the inconnectivity and dependence of naval trade. Our U-boat forces are especially capable of striking at this weak spot by blocking major trade routes. So our intel tells us that the ship had a GRT of 5,636 tons and was transporting medical supplies from London to Edinburgh. It was registered in Great Britain. So we get an additional 200 credits there. The Empire Clough sunk. Our intel suggests that the ship GRT of 5,824 tons and was transporting medical supplies from London to Edinburgh as well. So we got an additional 400 credits for that as well. We got 12,000 for our for completing the mission. We got 66% onto a prestige point. We sunk a total of 11,460 tons. We was at sea for 14 days and 6 hours, and we travelled a total of 7,252 kilometers. We sunk 2 unit ships, which was the Empire Lakeland and the Empire Clough, and we completed all objectives in this patrol. So we did really well there, I have to say. And pretty much everyone got a level up there anyway. So what we're going to do is, because the boys have done a very good job, we're going to go to the leading officer, if he wants to talk to us. Have I said something to upset him? Hello. There we go. There we go. So my crew needs a break. Open up the vacation menu. So there's a couple of places we can say. We can say Wilhelmshaven, which is, I've probably been saying that wrong, that completely wrong. Cheers, Tim. Cheers, mate. How is keeping moderator? But me, your love, you're all, you're one, you're only not. Explain yourself, sir. Because 2 years ago, I was considering doing some streaming then, and I asked Keepy to stick around to check on the stream quality and all that sort of stuff, and I made him a moderator then. If you want to be a moderator now, you can send me an official email, and I will be in talks with my agent. So anyway, Bavarian Village, for 21 days, discipline penalties will be reset. Crew won't accumulate fatigue for 7 days. Crew's energy is depleted 50% slower for 10 days. And having time to think of your crew gains 25% experience from the last patrol. Then there's the German Alps, which is for 21 days. I am your agent, said he. Oh, well, never mind then. Silly me. Baz resting at the bottom of the sea. I will sort out moderators and stuff like that in the future if people do want to take on that responsibility. It will be a case of Blobby really said to talk to Blobby. Don't call me Blobby. That's like Mr. Blobby, and I'm not. Well, okay, I do resemble Mr. Blobby a little bit, but we do not talk about this. I found a whole new world at the moment. A whole new world. um, the discipline penalties will be reset. Crew won't accumulate fatigue for 7 days. Having time to think of your crew's gains 25% extra experience from the last patrol. Due to contact with politicians in the area, headquarter tasks will perform 50% faster during this stay. Now, there's only one thing that's going to be benefiting the crew from the German Alps resorts. Well, I'm not ginger. Give me a break. Mousy blonde. So I think the best thing to do here is the Bavarian village, because we're not going to get any benefit from doing the headquarters tasks because we haven't got the prestige points. High royalty. No. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the Bavarian village. I don't know how to pronounce that word. You recently found that your U-boat was adopted by a small Bavarian village. The local people were waiting impatiently to host their heroes. Here, sailors can rest on skis, enjoy luxuries and all amenities, satisfying all of the most sophisticated needs. After months of patrols and duty, they can regain the fighting spirit and regenerate the morale in the surroundings of well-known landscapes. Beautiful. So all your boys have gone on to vacation, and whilst they are doing that, I'm going to resupply the ship to. I'm going to take 5 of those. Lovely jubbly. We don't need any of these at the moment. The ammunition, I think we're good on ammunition for the moment as well. So we're not going to get that. We're going to refuel the boat. Torpedoes, we pretty much spent nearly all our torpedoes. So we're going to get all the tier 2s again, as they do not cost anything. Okay, there's only 1 in stock. Okay, no, that's great. So we're going to spend all... We get all these torpedoes in. A stand torpedo, we're going to get another T1 in there. Then items, I'm not going to get this at the moment. I will look at that, getting that the next. I don't call you Prince. I call you my Prince, not Prince. So, shush. Yeah. So I think we're pretty much done now. So, I don't want to upgrade the ship. The boys are going off duty, so we're going to do that for 20 days, and we're just going to let that roll through. So yeah. So I don't call him. Yeah, come on, man. This is a public place. So yeah. So that's all done now. Boys are back. Boys are back here at base. They are all feeling good. They did get a lot of experience on that. So I just want to go to the recruitment.
Das kann deine neue Crew sein. Lassen Sie mich wissen, wenn Sie Ihre Dokumente sehen möchten.
Show me the files. Okay, these are new recruits. We haven't lost anyone. Squads, add sailor, nope. Level 3, the skills they have. Okay, so the skills these people have. So Keeper Elos, you currently have leaders take care of crew matters, and they control devices meant for visual observation. 2 points remain. Oh, okay, I just spent that. I didn't mean to. Okay, so officer traces enemy ships by UZO and periscopes by 25%. Okay, that's fine. That's something I probably would have wanted anyway. Unlocks the ability to completely knock out a sailor who has panicked instead of calming him down. I can't see Keeps doing that. I can't see Keeps doing that. Officers may recruit an additional sailor to aid him. Now that's interesting. That's an interesting one, so we'll put that on hold. The next one, the officer shoots more accurately from the cannons and guns in manual mode. The recoil stabilization increases. We're not going to be using... I don't think we will. We may do. I mean, to be honest, he needs better aim anyway. He's got a fucking eye patch. So playing cards with the crew increases morale by 25%. The presence of this officer during various events increases success rate of persuasion checks. Also, when the officer is assigned to the command station, the stress growth on the ship is slowed by 10% and further 10% for each sailor assigned to the officer. The officer is able to perform navigation tasks especially well. For this reason, they may rise navigation quality level up to 150% instead of 100. Using this knowledge, he can also put in question the course of boarded freighters considering their claimed target port in the shipping documents. Okay. And then when stress on board rises to 100% for the first time during an assignment, the presence of this officer aids courage to the rest of the crew, and there is no negative effects from it. Okay, so all that sounds interesting, but not interesting enough for me to pick this. Okay, so that's that. So that's Keeper Elos done. Customize. Okay, so if I'm not too sure if I can rename people on this. Let's have a quick look. Is it going to let me? Nope. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to rename people, so I was going to be able to put more people on the U-boat. Okay, so engineer are specialists in the usage and conservation of devices on board. Okay, so let's have a look to see what we can do here. Repair consumes less time. Engineer perfectly knows how to handle the diesel engines on U-boats. There'll be no visible smoke coming from the engines when its officer works at its station, lowering enemy chances. Okay, that's interesting. Engineer can produce spare parts from scrap in the workshop at the stern torpedo room. That's also interesting. An officer carefully carries out maintenance of torpedoes, carefully eliminating the risks of the detonator failure and extending the time in which they can remain maintained by 25%. Okay. The engineer recovers some scrap from completed major repairs. The engineer is familiar of the use of explosives and can use them to effectively sink enemy ships, saving torpedoes and ammunition. The officer loads torpedoes 33% faster, and the officer is always in a hurry. He walks 10% faster than usual. I don't think that's going to be needed. I do think the smoke would be very good. And loading torpedoes, I think it sounds very good as well. Next, we got Michael Knod, or Nod, Knod. Correct me if I'm wrong. On either of those. Okay, so customize, nope. Skills. So this is pretty much the same. So we're gonna say I'm gonna say engineer can produce spare parts from the workshop for stern torpedo. Repairs. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm going to say that, and then I'm going to say that. I don't know if I'm going to be using that, but you know. So skills next. We're going to look at our. So this is the radio operator. So radio men are specialists in telecommunication device usage. They will also obtain medical training. Okay. Officer may provide medical training without the use of the first aid kit. With the first aid kit, this is done twice as fast as normal. Okay, that's interesting. The officer has long practice in using the radio and can both receive and send messages 33% faster. That don't really appeal to me at the moment. The officer can spend tens of hours and the hydrophone and learn a better recognition of quiet sounds from the background. The officer can detect enemy ships from 25% greater distance. In addition, in manual mode, the sea noise is slightly quieter. Okay. The sailors assigned to the officer are able to provide medical assistance, but they do noticeably slower than the officer. Okay. The officer can crudely estimate velocity and types of targets using the hydrophone. Then the officer can communicate fluently in Portuguese. Okay, nice. Portuguese. Okay. I am gonna say without the medkit, and then I'm going to say that as well. So just in case we do lose anyone on board, and then last man is Kurt Hoffman. So the skills we're going to get on this guy is he has only got one, so he only leveled up once. So apparently he wants to learn Portuguese as well. Leader, the officer traces enemy. Okay, so this is the same as. Okay, so we're actually going to say cards here, the personal skills, because I know this person does actually a lot with keeping morale of the boat up. So we're going to pick that. So that's all four done. Customize. No, we can't. Okay. So that is all done for today. We can create a schedule for a morning, evening, and night shift. I'm not going to do that today. May do that in the future, but as of yet, I don't think that's really required. I don't think we kind of sit at sea long enough for that to kind of be useful. So yeah. Okay, cool. So I think we are pretty good now. We are currently sitting on 29,089 credits. We're not going to pick a patrol next. Everything has been loaded onto the boat, so we can just pick a patrol next time, and we'll just go for it. Yeah, I say I've been streaming now for 3 hours and 3 hours and a bit. So yeah, I am going to leave it there for tonight. Thanks for everyone who's come along, said hello, and yeah, had a bit of fun. If you if you did enjoy it, obviously just let me know. And yeah, I'll be around probably Thursday to say play Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. If you've got any recommendations of any games that you would like me to play in the future, just jump on the Discord, throw them in there. Preferably games which are like story driven. Not really interested in multiplayer games at the moment. Maybe in the future, but at the moment mainly just story games or even just horror games. If you if you have any good recommendations or whatnot, and even if it's a film or if it's a film or show or book or whatever, so there's parts on that as well for any recommendations. So yeah, thanks for coming along, everyone. I hope you have if I don't see you, I hope you have a lovely rest of the week, and yeah, have a lovely night.